Your business.
Look, if this is about the conversation I had with Christina...
Why are you even talking to her? I told you to stay away and you agreed to back off.
I did back off. I tried. I told her she was too young for me, and she didn't happen to agree.
Oh, what? So you thought you'd shake her around a little bit to send a message?
What? I didn't shake her.
What are you talking about? You put your hands on my little sister in a forceful way. I saw the bruises. And if you think I'm going to stand by and let you knock Christina around... Let me get one thing straight with you. You're a dead man.
Wait a minute. There were bruises?
I'm helping Michael the best way I know
You don't
how.
have to justify anything to him. Okay? And you can't walk in here whenever you feel like
Well,
it
he's
now.
welcome because I told him
Well, he shouldn't
was.
be welcome.
Well, why is that? Is Sonny's freedom, the future of the organization? I mean, it all gets shot to hell if Michael testifies, right? I mean, I see that you're trying to make yourself feel better by proclaiming to everybody that you have Michael's best interest in mind. Protecting him, being a good dad, but really it's not that complicated, is it? I mean, this is really just you. Your case is circumstantial, and the game changes with Michael's testimony, and you're pressuring him so you don't go to prison.
I'm sorry that you see me that way.
Look, you killed your inconvenient wife, and your son saw you do it. Like any father I know would want to remove that burden from their child, not hide behind him. So you let this kid tell the truth. You'll do that. If you're the father you say you are.
You're going to take that from that
He's
guy?
entitled to feel the way he wants to feel.
He's not entitled to the truth about that night. Please tell me that when I walked in here, you weren't going to tell him that Michael killed Claudia.
Yeah, Christina had bruises on her arm.
I did grab Christina, yes, but not to hurt her. She was being unreasonable. I mean, I tried to tell her once again that she's too young for me, and her response when I rejected her was to have a full-blown hissy fit. Now, mind you, this was all after she'd hacked into my email, canceled my date for the night, and thrown a drink in my face.
What are you kidding? That doesn't sound like her at all.
Well, maybe you don't know her as well as you think, okay? I felt sorry for your sister. I was nice to her, but I never let her on. She made some fantasy in her head that was never any part of reality.
Oh, I get it. So you thought you'd end that fantasy by roughing her up a little bit?
It's not like that.
No?
You know, this is making my cousin...
I don't care. Too bad. He thinks it's okay to manhandle women.
Your sister is a spoiled brat who's gonna get into a lot of trouble if someone doesn't rein her in.
All right, you calm down. Look, Sam, I was here when it went down. He could have handled it smoother, but she's got no business coming in here when my casino is open.
Let me get this straight. You two grown-ass men are going to stand here and tell me that she got what she deserved? I'm not surprised. I mean, of course you would help Ethan try and spin this. Any little girl who wouldn't keep her mouth shut deserves what she gets, and any man worth a damn would just shut it for her, right?
I was trying to help your sister, okay? I never meant to hurt her.
Sam, he's not lying. He didn't mess with Christina. She's underage. She's not going to cross that line.
But you don't know that. I mean, what do you really know about this guy anyway? Jack, he's a con who came into town capitalizing off of a dead broad. And there's a great character reference for you, huh? Hey, you come near my sister again, you'll have more than a few bruises to show for it.
You have got to get this temper in check. It clouds your judgment, and you are acting before you think.
Look, I don't need a lecture right now. I just need to handle this on my own. And if you don't want to watch, then don't.
I think I would have told Dante.
What do you mean you don't think?
God, Jason, I'm not sure what's right anymore.
Well, what's right is committed to protecting Michael. That's what's
There's
right.
another son in the mix. It's a fact. I'm Dante's father. He's my son. He's not some detached cop. He has genuine concern for Morgan and for Michael, his brothers. I'm sure he'd be compassionate. He'd come to understand why I've been covering all this time.
I think you don't want Dante to believe that you're capable of beating a woman to death.
I'm not going to deny it. I hate that, Dante looks at me and sees Deke. The worst man in the world. A man who could beat a woman senseless.
Even if Dante believes that you killed Claudia, I'm sure he can tell the difference between you and Deke.
I think back, trapped in that hellhole. just dying by abuse. It still haunts me. I used to go months, sometimes years. I can go when nothing ever happens. Then all of a sudden something triggers something, and I go right back to that place. It's the noise, the Deke's fist connecting, delicate bones breaking, strangled cries. Because my mother, if she would just make a noise, he would beat her twice as hard. I hate that man. And now I see Dante, he looks at me with contempt. What I want to do is I want to get Michael and Dante, sit them both down, okay? Put the cards on the table and make Dante understand.
Okay,
that's what I'm feeling. Do you know?
Yes, I understand that, but that is very dangerous thinking because Dante, I'm going to tell you right now, doesn't care about a warm and fuzzy moment with you and Michael. Sonny, if you tell Dante the truth, he's going to use it against Michael. Michael could go to prison. Please. Don't get carried away. I know you wish things were different. Do not sacrifice Michael for Dante.
I hear what you're saying.
I'm sorry for imposing. I realize you probably have more pressing matters to attend to than assisting me in untangling the twisted knots I often tie myself in when it comes to Max Vista.
I'm glad to help you any way that I can.
Well, I've been misguided. No, let's call it what it is. I've been unforgivably stupid and reckless and thoughtless, and because of that, Maximista suffers, and that is unacceptable.
Okay, I'm not sure where you're going with this.
I've made a decision, but I need your guidance as to how I should go about implementing it. And if it's not too painful, I'd like to call upon the experience that you had with the wee one.
With Jake. I mean, I don't see what he has to do with this.
Well, you love your son, but you conceded the fact that you are bad for him. And so you found the courage and fortitude to walk out of his life. I'm bad for Maximista. That's the bald, ugly truth. And so, despite my love for her, which runs deep and constant and pure as ever, I have to love her even more. Enough to let her go.